Portions of this program were pre-recorded.
I just want to say thank you guys for everything you do. I listen to you every morning when I'm working, and it just makes my day.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You guys just totally made my morning. I wake up to you every morning, and you guys are the best, and I love you guys. I love you. I listen to you every morning.
You're amazing. I'm like 100,000 miles per hour because I love you guys.
I love that.
You got me in love again.
Hello, lady.
Hello, lady.
You got me in love again.
Daddy loves you.
You got me in love again.
You guys ready for your day?
You got me in love again.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Here we go. Welcome to the day. It's Monday. It's May 12th. Hey, Mommy. Did you have a good Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Danielle, I guess that's you, Danielle.
It was awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was an awesome day.
Yeah.
We had the best Mother's Day ever, and I'm not even a mom. I mean, I feel like one. I've got all these kittens, all these teats. Well, anyway, welcome to the day. Hello, Gandhi.
Hello.
You know, we still have time to be parents, you and me.
I'll think about it.
Okay, please
Yes,
consider
absolutely.
that. Hi, Scary. Welcome back for the weekend.
Hello.
There's Scotty V in the master control room. Hi, Snotty.
Good morning.
Hi, Froggy. How was your Mother's Day?
It was very good.
How's Mommy?
She's great. It was great. We spent the day together.
Producer Sam is here. Hi, Sam.
Good morning.
And buenos dias, Senor Nate.
Buenos dias.
I see, there's Andrew in there sitting in the diamond chair. That's interesting. Hi.
Hello.
And Garrett's running around. And I don't know, we need a song. What song should we start with? Oh, shut up. Oh, I got it. I know. Shut up. You know what? I think I would love that. I would love someone to look at me and go, just shut up and dance with me. I'm like, okay, let's go. Well, welcome to Monday. Let's go talk to Trina, line 1. Let's see how her Mother's Day was. How was your Mother's Day, Trina?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hello, lady.
Good morning. Well, I know that you're calling from
Hello.
Georgia. You had a lot of rain during your Mother's Day, but you still had an amazing day despite the rain?
I did. It was amazing. Hung out with amazing people. My boyfriend, Lee Holiday, and my son, Dalton Scott, and his girlfriend, Lindsay. Got some beautiful roses. Even though it was
nice.
rainy, it was a beautiful day. Wasn't it
I
beautiful?
know. You know what? It is what you make of it. So what did you eat? What was the favorite thing you ate on Mother's Day? I'm into the food today.
Actually, I ate a salad, but that's okay. That was my favorite. That was my favorite meal.
Oh, now, Mom. Oh, you know what? If salad's your thing, I
know.
mean, you know, if
It
you're
is.
a rabbit,
I
if you're
do.
a rabbit, rabbits are, you know, they love salad. Well, look, I'm glad you had a great Mother's Day. I think we're going to canvass the room in a moment to see how everyone did. So far, everyone seems very happy.
Yeah.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
But here we go, back to reality, kids. It's time to zoom on towards summer. Let's get into the summer mode now. We did Mother. Let's do the summer. I'm in the mood. Anyone?
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. Trina, we got something for you as you are the first caller of the week. What do we have for Trina?
Well, thanks to Hackensack Meridian Health, we're going to send her the Elvis Duran of the Morning Show hoodie.
Oh, hey. I love your announcer's voice. You got a hoodie on the way, Trina, and thank you for listening to us. Do you have a better weather day today, or is it still raining in Georgia?
Still raining for the next today and tomorrow, I do think, but it's all good.
Okay, good.
Keeps the pollen away and all that good stuff. But yeah.
There you go. And there you go. We successfully talked about the weather. I love talking about the weather. It's my thing. All right, well, hold on one second, Trina. Don't leave, and have a beautiful day. Thanks for listening. There you have it. Just one of the many people who are listening to us. One of the 7 people who are listening right now.
Thank you, all 7 of them.
All seven of you, we love you. Text us if you want at 55100, or you can always call us at 800-242-0100. And let's get into the day. Gandhi, what 3 things are you working on right now?
All right. The Treasury Secretary says the Trump administration is closing in on a trade deal with China. Following weekend talks in Switzerland, he said the 2 countries have agreed to pause their reciprocal tariffs for 90 days. Both sides will be lowering those rates by 115%. Chinese goods had been hit with tariffs as high as 145% under the Trump administration. Beijing, in turn, applied a 125% levy on some U.S. goods. So there will be some tariffs still there, but for the next 90 days, they'll be much lower.
Oh, thank God. Now we can get that cheap crap from China at the regular price.
Run fast.
Excellent.
All right. A number of federal judges are increasingly concerned over growing numbers of fake pizza orders that are being sent to their homes. The trend started in February, and the number of unsolicited deliveries could now be in the hundreds. Most of the judges targeted have been involved in high-profile cases challenging the Trump administration policies. The rash of deliveries is being investigated as an attempt to intimidate judges by the U.S. Marshal Service, which has started to keep track. So if you think it's a funny prank, haha, be careful.
That's not.
And finally, Netflix is making some changes. Apparently, they're going to pull their interactive movie and TV selections from the streaming service. They're going to remove Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, and The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy versus the Reverend today. They say that they're doing it to mark the end of their efforts to make the interactive format available to customers, but they are going to ramp up the gaming portfolio. The newly redesigned TV homepage now features games that users can play on connected TVs with their mobile phone serving as a game controller. So your Netflix might look a little bit different soon. And those are your 3 things.
Thank you, Gandhi. Are you guys ready for your Monday?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's go.
And when you wake up to Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC. A first world problem today. Out of all the radio stations on our floor, we're the only one that has DeLonghi, right? We've got the biggest, baddest DeLonghi machines. They grind your beans, the whole thing. So Scary walks in the door proclaiming, damn these other people coming to use our DeLonghi. They put the beans down the grind hole.
Yeah. I mean, this machine accepts ground coffee and accepts beans. But you can't put the beans in the grind hole because then they just slide right through. And then when you open up the tray, all the beans fall out the front like a jackpot, giving you quarters. You know what I'm saying? When you hit in the slot machines, all the quarters used to come out. That's what the beans did. They fell all over the floor and everything.
There was a full-on meltdown when I walked by.
What
is happening?
Even though we have what's supposed to be soundproof walls, we can hear Scary down the down the hallway. Damn it! They're putting beans down the grind hole.
Coffee connoisseurs know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
We take great pride in taking
do.
care of that machine.
My favorite part of this conversation is going down memory lane and remembering how quarters used to fall out of slot machines. that was maybe 30 years ago. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it's a mess. We have to, I guess, put stanchions up. Don't let anyone come down to our studios. They can't use our grind hole.
They sully our machines.
Yeah, we bring special coffee
The
in.
last time somebody put ground coffee where the whole bean coffee is supposed to go.
I know.
This
It's a
is
grind
terrible.
hole. I mean, Scary's like, he's shaking his fists at heaven and looking up saying, don't people know how to use a coffee machine? And we're just trying to, get rolling. It's Monday. We can barely think. Anyway, but I'm with you. This is a major problem. We have to restrict the coffee machine just to us because we know, again, this is first world problems. It's so bougie. We grind our own beans. But if you don't know how to grind your beans, stay away from our pod.
I buy special coffee for that machine.
I know you do. I know you do, honey.
mad.
Let's all give Scary a hug. Oh. Anyway, did you fix it? Do you have coffee on the way?
It's fixed. Coffee's on the way. Whoever wants some.
Nice.
We out with friends yesterday. Friends that drink espresso like every 3 minutes, like 40. Like a friend, some of our friends, they drink like 75 espressos a day. Ugh. So I think right around 1 p.m., I was shaking like a vibrator. I'm like,
oh, wow.
My heart was starting to seize. The pains were shooting down my left arm.
Oh, my goodness.
Some people just can't drink caffeine, and I'm one of them. I can have 1 cup of coffee, and that's it.
I can't either. I'm with you.
It was crazy. Yeah, Nate, what's up? Or was it Froggy? Someone said something.
It was me.
Froggy, I'm sorry. Yes, Froggy, what's up?
Danielle was here in Jacksonville last week, and Danielle wanted some coffee. So I said, here, I'll grind some beans. The coffee grinder here is the most disgusting looking thing you've ever seen. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned in 20 years.
I don't think it has. It is disgusting. I mean, but then I thought about it. I'm like, well, it's only coffee beans. I mean, how bad could it be?
So we used it. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? I'm not going to clean it. So we just poured more coffee on top of it, and we grinded them up, and how did it taste?
It tastes delicious.
You kind of wonder what's been going on all these years with these coffee grinders, these coffee bean grinders. Because you see bone and like skin tissue and stuff in there. Like, what's going on? It's like a what are those things that we put the trees in and it shoots them out and it's
a wood chipper.
Yeah, it's like a wood chipper down there. Yeah, look at this text. You talk about first world problems. Elvis, I can't get my grind to beans ratio right.
It's rough.
Oh my God, I get it. That's not a good way to start the day. What's up, Nate?
There was that story that actually came out a few months ago that the office coffee machine may be contributing to your high cholesterol because the buildup, apparently, according to the story, the buildup around the nozzle, I guess, has all sorts of funky stuff in it.
I hate when your nozzle's built up.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if it's not cleaned properly, then you're going to have higher cholesterol because of the office coffee machine.
Yeah.
This is the most bougie conversation we will have today, I promise. All right, can we just end it here? Can we just stop this? Stop the madness. All right, producer Sam is here with some horoscopes. Who are you doing them with?
The only person afraid of every work appliance ever. Scotty B.
Okay, let's go.
It's shocking I actually use that coffee machine. If it's your birthday today, you share it with Rami Malek, Tony Hawk, and Emilio Estevez. Capricorn, you may not know the second step, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you shouldn't take the first one. Your day's a 10.
Aquarius, scars are proof that you survived something hard. Internal or external, do not be ashamed. Your day's an 8.
Pisces, you're allowed to want more while still being grateful for what you have. Your day is a 6.
Hey, Aries, even the tallest trees were once just seeds, so be patient with your own growth. Your day's a 7.
Taurus, your dreams don't need outside approval to matter. They just need you believing in them. Your day's a 9.
Gemini, take a leap of faith. Your personal life needs a big move to grow and press forward. Your day's a 6.
Cancer, you already have the strength you need. Courage comes in deciding to do something, despite the fears. Your day is a 7.
Leo, you don't have to do everything today, just something that moves you closer to where you want to be. Your day's an 8.
Virgo, in order to move forward, there is something you need to let go of. Give yourself grace. Your day is an 8.
Ooh, Libra, you've been very good about stressing over the unknown. Try not to harp on the maybes of life. Your day's a 9.
Scorpio, if you haven't given up, then you haven't lost. Keep chipping away and finding new roads. Your day's a 5.
And finally, Sagittarius, if the door won't open, it might not be your door. Keep knocking until the right one reveals itself. Your day's a 9, and those are your Monday morning horoscopes.
Danielle, what did you love most about your Mother's Day?
Just being with the whole family. It was just really nice. And I FaceTimed with Spencer, who's still in the UK, and it's not Mother's Day in the UK, so of course the whole conversation is, well, it's not a special day here, so I'm not going to say anything to you. I don't think I need to say anything to you because I'm in the UK. And then finally he was like, I love you, Mom. It was so nice.
I know. I have to say, the time difference does not excuse you from being nice to your mom on Mother's Day in America. Hello.
He even left me a card and everything before he went back there, so it was nice. And Preston wrote something sweet. Sheldon took care of me. It was a very nice day.
Now, Gandhi, did you reach out to your mom?
Of course. I talked to her. She was out partying with my aunt and uncle and my dad, having a great time without us. And then I'm going to go see her in a couple weeks.
Aww.
We had the best day. Alex's mom came and joined us for Mother's Day. My mom, of course, is looking down from heaven. I wish she would have been there because we danced. Yesterday was a dancing day.
Oh, nice.
We were just dancing. We were outside dancing. It was crazy. It was just nonstop. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day. And even though Mother's Day is, the day that we celebrate our moms, I think I had a good time. I had a good Mother's Day, and I'm not even a mother.
Good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Am I? I don't know.
Well, sometimes.
What do you have coming up? I am. I'm your mom. I'm your mommy. Danielle, what do you have coming up?
The Real Housewives of New York and the Bachelor franchise. What is happening with those two? And Benson Boone sells out in minutes.
Oh, my God. He's a big sellout. Oh, my God. What happened to our Knicks? That was the scariest game ever.
So sad.
I'm sorry.
They lost.
We're the only, they did. Are
No,
we the only
really?
Knicks fans? You and me? Scary?
Guess
I don't
so.
think anyone else.
I wake up during playoff time, and I was so excited to see them go ahead 2-0 on Boston in Boston, and then they come back home. You feel like we're going to trounce them, and then instead the Knicks got trounced. But there's game three coming up. Oh, game 4.
What a weird turn of events. You wake up one day and Elvis is actually talking about sports.
I know, geez.
And the only one that knows what's going on.
I know, the rest of us are like, huh? What?
And people care about this so much.
Yeah.
We need to jump on board here, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's move forward, shall we? Want to hear all about the weird, wild stories you didn't learn in school? Let my best friend Patty Steele and her podcast, The Backstory with Patty Steele, be your guide. What are you working on, Patty?
Well, here's the deal, Elvis. Imagine your dad wanting to include you in everything he does, from the movies he makes to his serious drug issues. This is about Robert Downey Jr. and his evolution from movie star to prison inmate and back to superstar.
The Backstory with Patty Steele. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's go. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Wow, another day of problems at the airports. I mean, Newark Airport and Atlanta, I believe, were hit hard yesterday with more outages. Flights at a standstill. Couldn't take off, couldn't land.
Sheesh.
I mean, they had to turn off the airport, just like the switch off. They had to push the off button at an airport. The whole airport was just off.
So bad.
It is. It's so weird because, we're getting close to summer months and people are wanting to travel. Atlanta, I think, is the busiest airport in America, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of connections through there. And Newark Airport, one of the three big ones here in New York, I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are flying in to visit and stuff this summer, and they're already getting notices for June. Hey, your plane may be late in June.
Yeah.
Are you getting those notices too?
I got one. So I'm supposed to fly on May 23rd, and I got a notice last week asking if I wanted to change my flight because there were going to be issues. So the answer is, of course I do, but that's so inconvenient around here. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not trying to fly out of an unsafe airport either. But yeah, they are planning ahead for some craziness.
Jeez.
It's crazy how we take so many things in life for granted.
Yeah.
We just expect them to always be, right?
Yep.
You walk into a room, put your finger on the light switch, push it up, and the light says, come on, you expect it. And when it doesn't, you're just like, what? It just throws you off.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with airports. Airports have just always worked, and now, boom. And of course, all the people, the hundreds of thousands of people who work in these airports have to get yelled at.
Yeah, that's sad. And it's not their fault, the people who are trying to help you. But I will say, the last time when I had my 7-hour delay, the gate agents were not happy or helpful at all. They were just yelling at people. She asked one lady, why would you even ask me a question like that? I'm like, people are
really?
So yeah.
Well, I'm sure they're taking a lot of abuse. I'm not very helpful, I guess.
Maybe.
How gorgeous waking up to sunshine. That's what it's like here in the Northeast anyway. I was taking the trash out at 5:30 this morning, and it was just bright, sunny. Birds chirping. It could have been noon. I don't know. It was just, I wish it was like that all year round. That'd be great. I don't know. I know that you guys are having a debate, sunrise or sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fan of sunrises. I woke up to the most breathtaking sunrise, and I took some video and I put it online. I said what I said. Sunrises over sunsets. And people are already debating me in my DMs that sunsets are better than sunrises.
If you're going to put it like that, I said what I said.
Right.
All I wrote was sunrises greater than sunsets. I said what I said. I put that on my Instagram story. Well,
I don't know. Is it really something to be so belligerent about? What about you, Froggy?
I think some of that depends on where you live. Because in Florida, I've lived on the east coast of Florida and I've lived on the west coast of Florida in Tampa. Sunrises are gorgeous on the east coast because you see it come right up out of the ocean. However, when you're on the west coast of Florida, to watch the sun set into the ocean and that glow that it has is absolutely unbelievable. So they're both gorgeous in their own right.
It also depends on the weather the day before, doesn't it? And during the day of, because if it's icky the night before, it's supposed to be a beautiful sunrise, and if it's icky during the day, a beautiful sunset. That California sunset, though, I've seen some things out there that I didn't even know those colors existed. Like a bright purple. What? That's crazy.
And I feel like the same.
Skies.
When we were on La Push Beach, when we were for the whole Twilight thing back in Washington, the sunset was absolutely insane. But then if you're down the Jersey Shore for the summer, if you're getting up with the waves, that sunrise first thing in the morning, it's incredible. So it really does depend. So scary, it depends on where the hell you are.
I don't know. The sky is always purple and all kinds of fun colors in the sunrise for me when I see it. That's all.
Yeah, well, sunset last night, we had the quote-unquote buttermilk sky. It was gorgeous.
What is that?
You ever heard of it's just like pinks and oranges and purples and things like that.
I thought there were pancakes in the sky. I was getting excited.
Yes. But biscuits. I know, and Nate, of course, the only guy here that lived in California for a long time, he He says the only good thing that comes out of forest fires, it actually makes for wonderful sunsets and sunrises.
It really
It
does.
does.
Yeah.
All that particulate matter in the air. Beautiful.
Particulate. Oh, God. Someone hand me a moist towelette. I've got particulate on my hand.
I love them both though because I like what they represent, and it's just a new start. Here we go, something new's about to happen.
So that's what they represent. It's
Yeah.
the new beginning, and then and a farewell to a beautiful day.
Yeah. And
This is
good
the
morning
most-
to a beautiful day.
This is quite a boring conversation. Can we talk about farts?
Oh God.
Sure.
Speaking of particulate matter,
Yeah. Talk about a nice sunset after a big old gassy night.
sick.
It's like, oh. All right, here we go. Into Danielle's first report of the week. What do you got, Danielle? What's going on?
So did you get your tickets for Benson Boone's American Heart Tour? Because they went on sale and poof, they were gone.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
9
Crazy.
seconds, guys. 9
Damn.
seconds. You couldn't even get your credit card out of your pocket to get those tickets. It's not confirmed if he'll look to add additional dates at this time, but a lot of people are hoping that he does, so we'll see. The Real Housewives of New York City, not going off the air, but they're not coming back anytime soon. So it's not canceled, but I guess it's kind of like in the revamp stages, and they're trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen. So I will let you know when we know. And ABC is still undecided on the future of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. So we're not getting any of those this summer. Bachelor showrunners departed after being accused of fostering a toxic work environment. I'm sure you remember that story. So we've got The Golden Bachelor and The Bachelor in Paradise on the way. And who knows what's going to happen with the other two originals, but I will let you know. Kim Kardashian is expected to testify under oath this week in the case of the 2016 Paris jewelry heist. She could take the stand as early as tomorrow. And opening statements in the Diddy federal sex trafficking trial are scheduled for today. But first, they have to finish seating the 12 jurors and the 6 alternatives. Court will begin an hour early. The extra time should allow for jury selection and opening statements to be completed. Now, on Friday, the judge decided to pause the seating of the jury because he was concerned that over the weekend they would get cold feet and not appear in court. So that's why he stopped it on Friday. So it's kind of like, hey, you're going to be on the jury and we're starting now. That's what it's going to be like today.
Did you see about the missing witness too?
No, I didn't see that.
So apparently victim number 3, somebody who was supposed to take the stand, they have not been able to contact this person.
Oh.
They have no idea where they've gone.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We all know the trial will not be televised. Cameras are not expected to be permitted in the courtroom. And Miley Cyrus is setting the record straight and shutting down a lot of the rumors over the weekend. She posted on her Instagram story admitting that she rarely responds to rumors, but she had to speak up to defend her mom, saying that her mom is her best friend. Tabloids went crazy last week. If you remember that her mom unfollowed Miley on social, on Instagram, but it wasn't that deep. It was that her mom really doesn't know what she's doing with the phone, and she couldn't figure out. It was a technical glitch, so everything is good. And then I know Miley wasn't talking to her dad for a while, Billy Ray Cyrus, but things are done. They've done a lot of healing, and she says family is now her focus, so everything seems to be back on track there. So that is good. What are we watching? You've got Idol, you've got The Voice, you've got America's Most Wanted Missing Persons, the first season finale of that. Anybody watch anything good over the weekend?
I watched Nona's. Did you watch Nona's?
How was it?
It's cute. I mean, it's one of those very, very, very safe for the entire family kind of movies. And
Really? Okay.
yeah, it's cute, but it's great because Nona's, of course, is about this restaurant on Staten Island called Enoteca Maria, and how it started with just these grandmas coming in making dinner for everyone. It's a great place, and it's good to see it roll out the stories out there for everyone to see. I love it.
All right, good.
Anyone else see anything good? Anyone?
I saw Sinners finally over the weekend. I thought it was great.
Good.
I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. It scared me. I wasn't prepared. So be prepared. It is a scary movie. And then I stayed up all night.
I'm not really up to speed about what Sinners is about.
Okay.
But you said that you do not ever want to sleep alone ever again. What's going on?
Because I cannot do scary movies. Even if it's not that scary, and in the grand scheme, it wasn't that scary.
Yeah.
But I just have an overactive imagination. And as soon as the lights go out, I'm like, here come the vampires and the ghosts of God knows what. I hear my ice maker. I think someone's trying to kill me. Like, I just can't do it. It's the worst.
I think it was number 2 at the box office again this weekend.
It's good. It's not bad to see 2 Michael B. Jordans. Not bad at all.
Okay, there's
He plays
that.
twins.
And that is my Danielle report.
Thank you, Danielle. All right, I'm looking down the list of stuff to do today. We have $1,000 Skittles free money phone tap on the way. We also have some other cash. Thanks to our friends at Top Dog Law. Yeah, there we go. Speaking of Top Dog Law, anyone decided to sue anyone this weekend? Anyone?
Nope.
I'm working on it
weekend.
now that we have a show lawyer.
Yeah, we do.
Or a
The
firm,
official.
I should say.
Yeah, they're ready to take on that case.
Yeah.
Do you have any fun games at all, Gandhi? Anything?
Yeah. I have
What do you
two.
got?
We have a couple options. There's always the connection, but then there's a summer mash game where we play just a tiny little piece of songs of last summer, and you have to guess all 5 of them. It's a mashup.
What was the number one song of the summer
Well, I don't want
last
to tell
year?
you that because maybe it's part of the game.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's have this conversation later then. All right. Thanks for stopping me. All right. Well, hang on. Let's do one of the above coming up.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. Let's talk about something that'll make our lives a little smoother. PayPal lets you pay your own way. You could pay in-store, pay online, or pay overtime. Don't just pay. PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
Morning, everybody.
Yo, get on in here.
Love it. Let's go. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Wow. You know, I'm reading in the New York Times today about this channel called Wild Earth. Have you guys been there?
No, but that sounds awesome.
They are doing live safari drives from South Africa.
What?
And they're saying, I mean, they're getting record numbers of people, especially parents and their kids, watching together on Wild Earth. I got to find it. It's they've been on for like 17 years.
Oh,
Anyway,
wow.
they're doing live safari drives. And people are starting to become fans of like leopards. Like one particular leopard is like a big star right now, and watching all the coalitions between the leopards and the cats, and also the hyenas and stuff like that. They're saying it's just amazing. I gotta watch this.
Wow.
Turning it on right now.
Do you see Wild
Wait,
Earth?
is it free?
Hang on.
I don't know. We're finding out together. We'll find out. What do you see?
Well, they're zooming.
Yeah.
There's some Cape buffalo, a couple of white rhinos.
Wait, is that live right now?
No.
Oh.
Well, hang on. I think this is.
Wait,
the
it says live streaming, but I don't know if all of it's live.
Oh,
Anyway,
I think you have to go to Roku. I think it's a channel.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. Look, if you've ever been on safari, you know that this is incredible. I mean, because look, it does take a lot of time to get down to South Africa or anywhere in Africa, and also when you get there, it can be costly sometimes depending on where you're going and where you're staying and all that stuff. But to be able to watch this in your living room, and believe me, when you're tracking on safari, it sometimes it could take an hour or two until you see anything interesting. But in the mornings, they're all fighting over breakfast and stuff like that. I love watching the kids fighting over breakfast. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to turn this on today. Again, it's called Wild Earth.
There's an app, Elvis.
Oh.
Try downloading the app.
I'm in. I'm going to do it. Hey, here comes summer, and one of the things we love about summer music, right, Gandhi?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, so we don't have the songs of summer just yet for this summer, but we know what the songs of last summer were. So I made a little mash, and you're going to hear a quick, maybe like less than a second of 5 big songs. We just want the title and artist of all 5. Can you do it?
Okay.
Scary said it's easy.
Scary, is it that easy?
Well, it's easy for me, but...
Okay.
So.
Well, here it is. Here it is. Listen to this summer mash from 2024.
I can't relate.
I like the one.
Wow, that's fast. Okay. Wow. I mean, all those songs are huge hits.
Yeah.
But your brain has to work in a way where you can remember them in order.
Yes.
So I'm afraid to play it again. I may ruin it.
I think you could play it again, but we want the title and artist.
Oh, okay. Title and artist.
Title and artist and in order. I think you
All
can do
right.
it.
Call Andrew, sitting in for the Diamond today at 800-242-0100. All right, I'm going to give it to you one more time.
I can't relate.
Makes me laugh. I don't know why.
Okay. All right, 800-242-0100. Title and artist in order. As we already start looking toward summer 2025, what's going to be number 1 this year? We'll find out together. All right, so you downloaded the Wild Earth app?
Yeah, I'm watching in Botswana right now an elephant near a pool of water, and I can tell it's a female elephant because there's no massive schlong.
Oh, wow.
You saw that video over the weekend, right?
I'm sorry. What are you watching?
What
are you
were you
watching?
watching?
What other apps are you downloading on your phone?
I've seen other ones, but there was this male elephant, a bull male elephant, and his thing was so big, he was using his leg to scratch an itch on his thing. I'm not even kidding. I gotta find this video.
Have you seen the one where he uses his thing to scratch an itch on his belly?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How do you move your thing like that?
He does it.
It's huge.
Can all men do that?
They're massive.
No. If you were to just look at this thing and glance at it, you would think he's got another leg. I'm not even kidding. It is enormous.
Wow.
Hey, another reason to go on safari.
Yeah.
I'm gonna download this Wild Earth like as soon as we go to break or something. I'm into
very
it. I
calming.
knew that Gandhi would love it too.
I love
and Danielle, you will too. You'll love it. It's calming to see a massive schlong scratching the animal's belly. What do you see?
I think this actually is a male. They zoomed in, and you can see. Look at it, Danielle.
Let me see.
Oh my God.
That's just the
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
He's not even excited yet.
I love how this is what you're pointing out of the safari.
That's talent.
Well, Danielle, it's a part of nature.
I guess so.
Did you know when they're tracking rhinos, they can tell when they're tracking a male because there's a thing dragging?
Yeah, it happens to me on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, Elvis must have been down here
Such
taking
a
his morning walk.
So many problems.
Oh God! Hey, Andrew, do you have a winner yet? Anyone getting close?
You can talk.
Can't hear because he's on the phone.
We could come
okay.
back to this, Elvis. We could come back.
Oh, we could.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi. Anyone getting close? Anyone getting close to the Summer Mash 2024?
I'm getting a lot of. I think I know 2 or 3 of them, but could you play it again?
Those are always fun.
Yeah. So we're working through it.
Okay. And by the way, we were at Alma yesterday for Mother's Day, and I met this guy and his family, Steve, and they said, "Can you send a shout out to Steve?" His wife says, tell her when you met that short guy, Steve, at Alma. I said, well, can't I just say hi to Steve? Do I have to call him short? But anyway, so I'm saying a very special shout out to Steve, the short guy, and his family from Alma last night.
Okay.
We had a lot of people yesterday. Everyone coming out to celebrate Mom. It was just a beautiful day. Did you get a snoot full of pollen yesterday, wherever you were?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nate's dying at the moment.
I
We're
can't-
watching him actively die.
You know that feeling of having something in your eye?
Yeah.
I have that all the time right now. And
Yeah.
when I woke up, I had those crusties things in my eyes. 'cause
Eye boogers?
The eye boogers. And they're actively forming while I'm just sitting here. It's crazy.
All right. Well, we're still waiting for people to get the mashup. I think we may have someone on line 10. Should we just see?
Sure.
Monica up in Hudson County, New York. She thinks she has all 5. Okay. Hey, Monica. Welcome to Monday. How was your Mother's Day weekend?
Hi,
Oh, bad phone in Hudson Valley. Can you
it
hear
was
us?
a great weekend. Yes. I
excellent.
can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and clear. All right. So we gave you the 5 big summer songs from 2024 in the MASH. I'm going to play it for you one more time, but we're going to need title and artist. Here we go.
I can't relate.
All right.
Okay.
Can you get them?
Okay,
In
my
order, in
daughter's
order.
gonna help us, so here we go. Oh, no.
All right.
I'm gonna embarrass myself. Okay, so I think the first one.
Oh, no.
Hello?
What a time for phone to clap out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
My God.
What a cliffhanger.
That's the.
I know.
What do we do?
We go to another caller.
Yeah.
I know, but I
wait.
I liked her. Hold on. Now we got Monica. Can you hear me?
I heard Jason. Hold on.
Hello, Monica.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Let's focus now. I need for you to help me out. We need for you to start over because your phone broke up. Okay. So I need title and artist starting at the first one, and you can get all the help from your daughter you need. It's no big deal. Okay. Here we go. Number 1.
Okay, so number 1 I think is I Had Some Help by Post Malone and Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
And
keep going.
I heard Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
Espresso.
I heard They Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
I heard which one? I heard know how to go. It's the other one. I heard
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Say that again.
Say that one.
Say that again.
Just say it. Hot to go. It wasn't hot to go though. Okay. It wasn't hot to go, guys. I told you guys. Okay, hot to go by Chaperone, and then I heard $1 Million Baby by Jack Harlow. I think.
Oh. Okay, I will tell you this. You got a lot of them correct. You got one, maybe two not correct. I don't know. Did you confirm it is Hot to Go by Chaperone or not?
I don't think it was hot to go. I think that
I can't hear her, Scary. Stop pushing that stupid buzzer. God, you're so close. All right.
Can we play it again?
All right, hold on one second now. Don't leave. I love you. I love you guys. You have great spirit. I don't know. It was your game, Gandhi. What do you think? How do we work this?
I mean, they did not get it. They didn't get it right, so I think you have to go to another
You did not
caller.
get it right.
Yeah.
All right, hold on one second now. Hold on. Go talk to Danielle, line 5. Oh, God. That drives me insane. They're so close. Hi, Danielle. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. I'd be doing even better if you figure these 5 songs out in order, title, and artist. Can you do it?
All right. I definitely think I could do 4 of them. The last one, but we're gonna try our best.
Hold on. Hey, hush. Okay, you're on. Go, Danielle.
All right. So the first one was "I Had Some Help" by Morgan Wallen and Post Malone.
Okay.
Then it was "Espresso" by Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
"Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Good Luck Be by Chappell Roan. And then the last one is the one I was stuck on. I was so stuck on the first 4 that I did not.
There's more than one.
All right. Well, no. Yeah, that's not it. Damn it. All right, hold on, Danielle. Let's go to Maggie. Maggie, line, whatever she's on.
Great.
Hi, Maggie.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please. See, Maggie says she's 95% sure she's right. All right. Let's see how you do, Maggie. We're depending on you to get this correct. In order, title and artist, the biggest summer smashes of 2024. Go ahead.
Okay. So the first one is Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, "I Had Some Help." Second is Sabrina Carpenter, "Espresso." Third, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. 4 is "Hot to Go," Chappell Roan. And then 5 is $1 Million Baby by Tommy Richmond.
Gandhi. That's right. You got it. You did. Yeah, a lot of people were stuck on the Chappell Roan song for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh my God, I was like obsessed with Love Island, and that was like one of the. I think that song played the very first episode of Love Island season 6. So the whole summer was Chappell Roan summer for me.
Right, that's it. All right, she got it. You did it.
Good
the
job.
biggest summer songs of 2024. Now we're already working on the list for 2025, but we're not there yet. Hey, what do you have for our friend Maggie?
Oh, there was 5 things she had to get right, and for each of those, we're giving her $100 thanks to Top Dog Law. $500.
I like that math.
Oh my God,
All right, cool.
Thank you guys so much.
You got it. Top Dog Law. You got it. Thanks to them, you got $500 on the way. Maggie, what's your day all about today? What are you doing?
I'm almost at work. I'm a speech therapist in an elementary school.
Oh, see, you're doing great work. You do great stuff. You know, we should rethink what we do for a living. I just don't think we're being as helpful as Maggie.
I think we should stay out of the medical field, and that'll be our way of helping.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And probably the educational field as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, we should just sit down and stay out of the way. All right, thank you, Maggie. Thanks for what you do, and a $500 check is on the way. Hold on one second. Congratulations to Maggie. Thanks to our friends at Top Dog Law, who gets you top dollar, even on our show. Car accidents, slip and falls, construction accidents. I love them all. Calling Top Dog completely free for a consultation. See if your case is eligible for compensation with no money down. Give my guys a holler at Top Dog Law on Instagram or topdoglaw.com. Top Dog Law, the official law partner of the Elvis Duran Morning Show. I love it. And that was great. Great job. We had some great summer music out last year.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this was a good summer. Yeah.
All right, so what are we working on for this summer? What is looking like it could be number 1 so far, Scary and Gandhi? You guys thinking?
I have no
Danielle?
idea.
I think it's too early to call right now.
Yeah, very early. Very early.
Well, this is about the time we start to see something emerging.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
I'm just not sure. I think I'm going to give it another week. And then we'll
All
call
right,
it.
all right.
We'll call it
I'll
before
give
our
you-
summer bash.
I'll give you some time. Let's get into the 3 things that you need to know from Gandhi. We do have a $1,000 free money phone tab on the way, thanks to Skittles. But right now, Gandhi, it's you. What's going on?
All right, the FAA is blaming another ground stop at one of the nation's busiest airports on a telecommunication issue. Sunday's chaos was at least the 3rd major problem to hit New Jersey's Newark Liberty International Airport in the past 2 weeks. Dozens of flights were canceled as a result. Just 2 days earlier, radar screens briefly went dark for air traffic controllers. Already today, dozens of cancellations and delays are reported at Newark, according to FlightAware.com. And they're saying expect this to impact mostly flights that happen in the afternoon, because by that time it's when things start to get backed up a little bit. And if you're planning on flying within the next couple weeks to a month, you might want to come up with alternate plans because it is getting hectic over there.
Can you imagine? It's your job to be watching these screens and keeping planes from hitting each other.
No.
And then all of a sudden, the screens go black.
No.
You're just like, whoa. You know, and we're talking about 45 seconds or 90 seconds.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
were
each
out?
one has been a different amount of time. And
jeez.
yeah, but that's also why there was a walk-off the first time it happened, because people took trauma leave saying it was so horrible to deal with something like that they didn't want to mess with anything until it got better.
Oh, scary stuff. All right.
Scary.
Wild.
I want the air traffic controllers. Are they using a Wheatstone board up there?
It might be.
It might be.
All right. Maybe
God.
we can relate a little bit. All
Yeah.
right. What else?
All right, we mentioned this briefly earlier, but a key witness for the prosecution in Diddy's sex trafficking trial is reportedly missing ahead of opening statements today. The witness, ID'd as Victim 3, has promised to testify that the rapper sexually exploited her, but now the prosecution says it cannot get in contact with her. We know that Sean Diddy Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, sex trafficking, and other charges. Prosecutors allege he threatened and coerced women for sex, but his lawyers say his relationships were consensual. And finally, this is pretty interesting. A new AI tool developed at Mass General Brigham can tell how old you look biologically. It's called Face Age, and it analyzes your face using a headshot to estimate your biological age and assess a risk for cancer. Researchers say that they've discovered that most cancer patients, for instance, look about 5 years older than their healthier peers. Face Age promises the same results as genetic DNA tests using only a selfie. The researchers say your face tells us a lot about yourself, noting that we age at different rates based on factors including genes, stress, and whether we exercise, smoke, and drink. Face Age promises the same results as that genetic DNA testing, so we'll see how that goes. And those are your 3 things.
I'm not getting anywhere near that thing.
I feel like there's potential for it to be like a WebMD thing where just because you're tired in the morning, if you took it at the wrong time, it's like, oh yeah, you've got cancer. No,
Right.
I just woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that this morning looking in the mirror. I was like, oh, God, who is that in that mirror?
Wait, you always feel one way, and then you look and you go, "Oh God,
damn,
God." I mean, you know your face is busted when your phone doesn't even know who you are when you're talking.
Oh.
So the phone's like, I don't know who you are. All right. Hang out. We got lots to do.
Elvis Duran.
Clap if you think she should suffer.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
All right. I mean, this has been a topic of debate for many years. The ideal socially acceptable number of sexual partners that you can have without being, considered a big old hoe.
Okay.
What are the numbers?
All right, I'm reading this article, so I'm learning as you're learning.
Wait a minute. First of all, who has decided this?
Right.
Okay, that's a good question.
Yes.
Let's see. The who decides the body count? Here we go. A new study, let me see who does this, claims to have found a sweet spot for the ideal number of sexual partners. Let me see if I can find out who it is. Okay, we'll find out in a minute. Let's see what the numbers are. Ready? For men, the magic numbers were about 4 to 5 lifetime sex partners.
What?
In which country?
Okay, now hold on now. Let me read what they're trying to...
Was that a month? Was that a year? Lifetime?
Okay, hold on.
I'm in a room of hose.
Listen, it's a big old room of hose. Let's go through the data and then figure it out, okay? For men, the magic numbers were about 4 to 5 lifetime sex partners, with 2 or 3 being casual. And the age of their first sexual encounter was 18 to 20 years old. For women, the ideal number was lower. Okay, this is ideal number, okay?
This means every guy practically out there a hoe.
Right.
Well, no. Okay, for women, the ideal was lower, 2 to 3 total sex partners with one or. Okay, can I finish the numbers? Let me put it out there for you. Then we'll argue. Okay. The ideal for women was 2 to 3 total sex partners with 1 or 2 casual ones. At an age, the age of the first encounter for women was between 16 and 18 years old, younger than guys. Oh, these are from. Okay, now I'm learning more. The study was based in Germany.
Okay.
Where the age of consent is 14 years old.
What?
Okay.
According to this.
Damn.
The thing is that the study was focused on perceptions of 25-year-olds. They asked 25-year-olds in Germany what they thought would be the ideal person.
This is stupid.
I kind of get it if you're 25 that those would be your numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you
the
turn
body
26.
count. Yeah. So, do we want to come up with our own study here in the room?
Sure.
Or if you want to text us at 55100, how many is the how do they put it? The ideal socially acceptable number of sexual partners.
But this is okay. So this socially acceptable number when you finally get married, when you finally settle down. What is that number?
And also, are we talking about going all the way, or are we talking about diddling?
Oh, here we go, diddling.
Is this like getting married finally at the age of 40? Or
Okay.
is
Look, these are all fair variables to discuss. Okay, to negotiate. Well, let's figure it out. I say, I don't know. I would say almost any kind of sexual activity.
Okay.
That involves friction and stimulation.
Okay.
Well, can we leave it at that?
Huh.
I don't know.
think
Help me
between
out.
40 and 50 is a good body count number. I'm just
That's
can we
also
start there?
insane.
No, it's
That's
not.
ridiculous.
By what? That's pretty high,
At
Scary.
what
Hold on.
age? And you ain't never getting there.
No, listen to me. No, I've slowed
Oh,
down
my
in my
God,
old age.
Danielle.
But in all fairness, I mean, if you've never been in like crazy long relationships, you could rack up a number really quickly. Don't shame the
50 is a
people in the
lot.
50s and the 60s and the
Okay,
70s.
calm down. Hey, hit a nerve with Scary,
just saying.
obviously.
Yeah, but if they've been married for then they're not going to have that many. I hope. At least,
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess.
We've seen a lot of married people that keep racking those numbers up.
Yeah.
Yes, Gandhi.
So I know this might be a super hippy-dippy, ridiculous answer, but I could not care less. Like, whatever somebody has done in their life and in their past, as long as I don't know a bunch of the people, that's where it becomes socially unacceptable. Because, like, if you've hooked up with my friends, uninterested, because I'm not trying to, like, share. But if you just had a good time and you were single and what do I care? As long as you're safe and you get tested, great. Go out and have fun. Men, women, live your life.
I like that attitude. It's not my business. I don't care. Live your life. Your life is.
Have you ever asked?
No.
Well, okay. Here's how I do it. I ask myself.
Yeah.
Because look, I've been around 60 years, and it's impossible for me to go back to square one and figure out all of them. I mean, there's just no way. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a total hoe. But I mean, have you ever played that game with yourself? Okay, let's see. Let me try to remember how many people I've done.
Yeah.
And then you keep adding, there's that one, in the garden, there's that one, remember that garden tryst? Hey, I tell you what, let's go talk to Patrick, line 3. Let's see.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Oh, good morning. So we're doing great. So Patrick, you actually admitted to Andrew on the phone that you went through your quote unquote phase in your early 20s, and you were plowing the field, right? You were out there. You were little Johnny Appleseed.
I was. I just feel like sex is exercise to me. I'm not afraid of it.
Okay, good. That's a
I'm not
healthy way
afraid
of
of my
looking at it.
number. Like, when I tell people how many people I've actually been with, it's a little shocking to them. But I
Okay.
have
What's that number? What's that number?
Triple digits.
Triple digits. Okay. Over 100 people.
That could be 200.
Yes, but I also do OF too, so it's like kind of coincides with that. So
wait, so you have sex on OF?
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
Okay. All right.
What?
Only.
Maybe we've tuned in, but when you say triple digits, I mean, that could be 100 or that could be 999. I mean, that's a big spectrum.
I definitely lost count over like 200.
Okay.
I have a question.
All right. Yeah, here come the questions. Yes, Nate.
Pat, what is the most your number ever went up at one time?
Oh, jeez.
Oh gosh. Okay, so Elvis will know this.
Hold on. Was I there?
Elvis will know this.
That's awesome.
Okay, obviously, are we talking about a gay thing? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, the gay party.
Okay.
Yes, the black party in New York City.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like every end of March or April. That was probably my highest, and probably 30 people that night.
Well, okay,
All
but
right.
please tell me you're being safe.
Oh, 100%. The clinic knows my name.
Okay.
The clinic knows my name.
Good for you.
No offense by saying this, but for some reason, I feel like I'm scratching myself a lot here. It's like I feel like I've got bed bugs. Okay.
He's got one of those key fob tags. When he goes in, they just know who he is.
Well, look, and as Gandhi was saying earlier, I could not agree more. What you do is all you, and you definitely have a healthy outlook on sex, and of course, Mom Danielle is telling you make sure you're safe, and that's always needed as well.
Oh, 100%. And the best part is I've never had anything.
Knock on wood right now. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I'm at the gym right now, so I need to knock on something.
That's the problem. He's knocking on his wood.
Yeah, somebody else's.
Okay, well, look, this is just one story out of millions that are listening to us right now, and
yeah, I wish people in the world would be more sex positive, and that's like the biggest issue.
I agree.
Yeah,
I do agree. I mean,
I feel like people are very afraid of it, and it's so taboo to speak of still in 2025.
Right. Okay. I agree. But you have no problem talking about it. You have no problem discussing and divulging your practices.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, like I'm very proud of myself. Like I came from a very sheltered world as a kid, and then I moved down to South Florida for a few years, and then I kind of blossomed.
Yeah.
And it was a great time.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if you're listening to us in Miami right now, maybe you know our friend Patrick. I don't know.
Maybe a lot of you know him.
Maybe you'll know him again.
Probably do, unfortunately.
All right. Patrick, thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing. And like I said, this is just one of the many stories. And have a great day. Thanks for listening to us.
Of course, you guys. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. And there you go. Now, I'm sure we have another bunch of people listening who've only had one sexual encounter their entire lives. Or I don't know. It's crazy to sit here and assume that everyone looks at sex the way we do. Or, you know what I'm saying? We're all different. Mm-hmm. Scary made it seem as if he's done at least 50 people.
Okay.
I'm definitely under 50.
Yeah, we know that.
I didn't have a whole lot of long-term relationships until recently. That's all.
You've been with Robin for like 15 years.
Yeah, but I'm 51.
No, I know. I'm
but
just
you
saying it's not
started
recent.
late. You told us
I
you
started
started
when I was 21,
late.
and I went on some crazy spree in my 20s and 30s.
Oh, that's
and that was
true.
it.
Yeah, I know. In the radio station bathroom.
With all the
most of them.
listeners.
Sick.
I do have. I think that I wouldn't ask somebody. I don't think I've ever asked that question. But I think if I found out it was as many as the guy, what was his name that just called?
Patrick.
Then I think I might like sit back and question I don't know. Like that might bother me. Like even though I didn't ask, if I found out later on, that might freak me out a little bit.
Oh. All right. That's what we all say.
That many? That's a lot.
Well, look.
That's a lot.
Now, so when I first met Alex.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, you or Alex?
No, when I first met Alex, I mean, he made it very clear that he had a lot of friends over the years, And I mean, we would be walking in a mall or whatever. He go, see, that one over there, this one over here. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know if he was just making that up or not, but I don't know. Me, not so many, but enough. Anyway, moving on. Maybe this is the conversation you have with your friends today. This is the thought starters we're giving you. If you need, if you have a slow moment in the office, want to start talking about,
Yeah, great.
So what's your body count?
Talk.
Yeah, what's your body count?
Let me know your body count.
Scary. Why are you asking me these? Why are you texting me these questions?
Oh, because curious minds want to know.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna answer that.
Okay.
Scary. What did you ask him?
I asked him in the
Look
chat.
at the chat room.
He puts it in a public work chat. Are you
I
crazy?
was put it on public airwaves.
Wait, can you say what he asked? What did he ask?
Well, he's asking about multiple partners at the same time, kind of thing. I know, but no matter what the answer is, I just think I'm not going to ask you. But while you brought it up, Scary.
No. Yeah.
Have you ever double teamed someone with your partner?
I've not, but
And that counts as more than one.
Because you said, "Oh, me and Alex were walking through the mall, and we say, oh, he looks hot." I'm wondering if
No, that's not what I
someone went
said.
home with you.
That's not what I said.
No, that's not what he said.
No, we'd walk to the city, and he would know these people from the past.
Okay. I thought if the two of you agree on something.
No, moving on.
Okay, never mind.
Any other questions? We can move on.
Just wanted to know.
Can I give someone's daughter a shout out right now?
Oh my God. Wait, Jim Kerr just walked by. Let's get him in here.
No, he tried. He ran.
Like, no
What do you
way.
think his body count is? He's like 70.
Jim Kerr. I mean, he was like a superstar radio star in New York City.
me?
You know, he's been with a million people.
Yeah.
1,000.
King of rock and roll.
Okay, thank you.
He shook his head and said, absolutely not.
Okay, all right. Well, we tried. Froggy, what about you? Triple digits?
Whoa. No, we're not getting into that.
No, see? A lot of people don't want to talk about it. I mean,
Nope.
I don't mind talking about it with you guys. I think on the air is not extremely appropriate.
For sure.
For me. But unless someone else wants to just answer.
Let me ask you this. If we had to guess in the room who has the highest body count, who do you think it would be?
Elvis.
No, what do you mean me?
Everybody answered that way too quickly.
I love how you...
What, back in the day? You were crazy.
I love how you all you spent one split second thinking about it.
Right.
Elvis.
Well, you are the oldest.
If it's just a numbers game.
And we know what kind of a life you've had.
And we've
you were
known you for
crazy.
30 years.
Yeah, you told us.
You know nothing
Dude,
about
when
me.
I first met you, you had underwear on your head and you were slurring your words. I know what kind of life
Out here
you've had.
slanging.
Hold on. Wait. Were you there last night too?
Some of this is in your book.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Let's move forward, shall we?
I love it.
We do have a $1,000 free money phone tap on the way, but we want to say a special hello to some of our listeners who are very important in our lives, right, Gandhi?
This is such a great conversation to have had before. I love it. David from Island Roots, we love you. Whenever we go to the Caribbean, which we're very lucky to do, this company is an adventure tour company, and they help us out with stuff. But his daughter Francesca is apparently in the car with him right now, and I hope that they're listening to this.
Oh,
We
Lord.
wanted to give her a shout out.
We don't want her to be listening to that part, just this part.
Yeah.
This is a whole different kind of excursion, isn't it?
I can't even imagine how weird that conversation is with your dad right there. But we love you both for listening and for all you do for us. So hello.
Hello.
Love it. All right, we do have a free money phone tap coming up for you right after this.
Another free money phone tap coming up next.
Don't call here again.
For the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show free money phone tap, no purchase necessary. Void in Montana, New Mexico, Washington, and where prohibited. For more info and rules, go to elvisduran.com/contest. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. Phone tap.
Yeah, you live these complicated lives. We all do. It just gets complicated. That's why we're always looking for things that are nice and simple and easy and tasty and colorful. Skittles. Who's with me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we're heating up for summer, and maybe it's a good time to maybe do a road trip. Take your Skittles with you. That's the candy you take. The official candy of the morning show road trips.
Yes.
Skittles, they want you to have a great summer. They're going to drop you $5 when you spend $20. Did you know Skittles does this?
No.
This is kind of a secret between us. Skittles wants to give you savings this summer. They'll actually drop you $5 if you spend $20. Here's how it works. You pick up a pack of Skittles, get your summer journey started, and find out more at this website I'm about to give you. It's a long website, but I want you to go there. Are you ready to write this down?
Ready. Yes. Yeah.
DropEverythingAndSummer.com. All right. Look, life is not easy. Sometimes you got to work a little if you want to get something cool like the gifts that Skittles is giving us. The website again is DropEverythingAndSummer.com. You guys ready to summer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me
And drop
too.
everything.
DropEverythingAndSummer.com. All the details waiting for you there. Where just $20 spent, they give you $5 back. I love that. I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah, you upload your receipt and then they send you the money.
Scotty B would be great at this. Scotty B has always been like the master of like saving receipts and turning them in for free stuff, right?
I've already scoured the supermarkets for other people's receipts. I'm going to get my $5.
Loser.
No, and if they're throwing their receipts away, I mean, that's okay. You pick it up. It's
That's
yours.
right.
Yeah.
They bought the Skittles.
So, Scotty, have you been to DropEverythingAndSummer.com?
I have gone there. I'm going to submit my receipt and get some cash.
Okay, look at that.
Yep.
Snotty B, lunch on Snotty. Yay. Terms and conditions apply, by the way. Start your summer journey now with Skittles. Drop everything and summer.com. That's where you go. And thanks to Skittles, you're about to win $1,000 with the free money phone tap by simply being caller 100 at 800-242-0100. Who does the phone tap today, Scary?
Got it!
Let's listen in.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
All right, Garrett, what's your phone tap all about?
Angela wants to phone tap her dad, Giovanni. Now, Giovanni thinks he makes the most amazing meatballs ever. And they even have a small family business, too, that surround these amazing family meatballs. So I'm going to start the call to Dad Giovanni and let him know that he's been submitted for a new reality TV show about meatballs.
Oh, cool.
And then Angela's going to join in later on.
People take their meatballs very seriously.
Oh, yes.
Let's see what happens in today's phone tap. Let's listen in. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, I'm looking for Giovanni.
Yeah, it's me. What?
My name is Matthew Cook over at Bash Ballers, and we got a submission about your meatballs, and we'd love to feature them on our brand new TV show on the Cooking Network.
Did you just say Bash Ballers? What the hell is this?
It's a meatball show that we're just starting up, and we'd love to have you a part. Your meatballs have been submitted, and we'd like to feature them on our show.
All right, who told you about my meatballs?
We got a submission from your daughter, Angela, and she said that your meatballs really have an effect on people that really, move them.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, my 3 generations of great cooking, at least in this country. Yeah, my meatballs are definitely the best in the country.
No, not like that. Actually, this show focuses on people who have the worst meatballs in the country.
My daughter said my meatballs are the worst meatballs.
Yeah, so basically the catch, it's Bash Ballers. We come to your hometown, and then we bash your meatballs and we help you, though. That's the great thing. That's the positive part of the show.
I don't need any help for my meatballs. This is some kind of sick prank. My daughter would never say that. This is bullshit. Who is this?
We do have our audition tape right here. Hold on one second. Let me see if you could hear this. All right.
Hi, my name's Angela, and my dad, Giovanni, he thinks he's got the best meatballs in the world. And can you imagine, rat mixed with tomato sauce, and not tomato sauce, like that?
What the?
Like, his meatballs are like...
Giovanni, see right there, we have her on tape. She submitted. So if you don't want to be a part of the show, I totally understand that.
What is this? She would never say that about my meatballs. That's our family recipe. My great-grandmother made them, and we eat them every Sunday.
So I'm going to guess that you don't want to be on the show. If you do, I could leave you my phone number, and you just want to call me back.
No, you I would never be on your show. Your sick show. You wouldn't know what good meatballs taste like if they smack you in the face.
Okay.
Which is surprising.
I might not be Italian, but a good German knows what a good meatball tastes like.
Get the off my phone.
Oh, my God.
So, Angela, we'll have you call him back, and then you're going to let him know that you signed him up for this TV show, okay?
Oh, my God.
Hello?
Hey, Dad.
Nancy.
Yeah?
I just got a call from some weird telling me that my meatballs were garbage, some kind of weird show. They said you put me up for this.
What are you talking about?
But don't do that to me. I just got a call. I heard your voice. I heard you say my meatballs were terrible. You said rat. What the hell is that? What are you doing to me? You spit my meatballs out? I never seen you do that. When are you doing that?
You get $10,000 to go in this show.
Nana's turning over in her grave right now. What do you think about that?
Not like insulting the whole heritage. I mean, who cares?
There's something wrong with you. I don't know what's happened to you. You do not insult our family and our heritage. What the are you doing? What the is wrong with you?
For one thing, Mom's meatballs are better.
What? Her meatballs are second rate. She hasn't learned a thing. I don't know where you get up. No, I will not calm down. I will not calm down.
Hey, Giovanni.
Who is this?
My name's Garrett from the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, and you just got phone tapped by your daughter.
She's got phone tap. My daughter just phone tapped me.
I'm sorry. You were so pissed. Oh, my God.
All right, by the way, my wife's meatballs are just as good as mine.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
And there you go. Oh, sorry. Well, hello. What's going on? I'm just Scary. Do you need some help, Scary? Are you having a stroke?
We're good. No, we're good.
Okay. There you go. There's your $1,000 Skittles free money phone tap. Let's go talk to Emma on line 4. Oh, I love it. You live in the beautiful Belleville, New Jersey, the home of the Belmont. Is that it?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Anyone?
Hi, this is me. Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
What's that look on your face, Nate? You look like you just
Home of
got
the
hit in
what?
the head with a shovel.
Did you say home of the Whopper? What did you say? Home of the
No. Never mind. Moving on. Hey, Emma, how are you feeling today? Are you in a good mood?
Oh my! I am now. I hate Mondays, but this is a wonderful one.
I know. How was your Mother's Day? How'd that work out for you?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. I got to spend some time with my babies.
All right. I'm going to ask the question again, the one that perplexed Nate. You live in Belleville, New Jersey. Do you ever go to the Belmont Tavern? The Belmont.
I have not been there since I was a kid, but yes,
Yeah.
it is a good spot to eat.
Oh, I love the shrimp beeps.
Old school, cash only.
I know. I love that place. Anyway, Monday nights are the night to go there. Let's go. Scary and I are going to be at the Belmont tonight if you want to come see us
I need some
appearing.
Stretch's Chicken Savoy right now.
The Chicken Savoy. I'm in. All right, Emma, you are caller 100. Therefore, thanks to Skittles, you won $1,000. That's
my
what you just
gosh.
did.
Guys, I love you. I've been listening to you for 4 years old. I've probably been listening to you for like 30, 35 years at this point.
Wow. My God, we
I
haven't
call
even been
you
here that
guys
long.
all the time.
Wait, hold on.
This
How
is
have you
amazing.
you've been listening to Z100 here in New York for 35 years, I guess.
Yeah, probably wasn't so appropriate when I was like 5, but you know, it's fine.
Actually, I listen to our conversations. It's mostly appropriate for 5-year-olds, in my opinion. I don't know. Anyway, congratulations. I'm so glad you've been listening for so long, Emma. $1,000 thanks to Skittles on the way, and I hope you have the best day ever. Go out and enjoy this beautiful weather, okay?
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you. Now, hold on. Look at that. She's listening to us longer than we've been here. That's amazing. Thanks to Skittles, another $1,000 free money phone tap tomorrow. If you want to get some money back, just like Scotty B's doing, let's all do the same thing. DropEverythingAndSummer.com is where you go. DropEverythingAndSummer.com. Danielle, what do you have coming up?
We are going to talk about the weekend box office results. And did you see Paris Hilton surprise a fan with a new car?
She did?
Yeah, she did.
Paris Hilton did that?
Yeah, she did.
Well, that's so cool. All right. That and more coming up.
Want to hear all the crazy stuff that Gandhi can't talk about on the big show?
So they have to do these secret things like stick shampoo bottles in their
Sauce on the Side. New episodes every Wednesday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Until then, say bye, everybody.
Bye. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Get help turning your home equity into cash with Rocket Mortgage. To learn how your home can help fund a renovation, pay for your kids' college tuition, or just pay off consolidated high-interest debt, call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com.
Rocket Mortgage LLC, licensed in 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Everything you do, I listen to you every morning when I'm working, and it just makes my day.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You guys just totally made my morning. I wake up to you every morning, and you guys are the best, and I love you guys. I love you guys. I listen to you every morning.
You're amazing. I'm like 100,000 miles per hour because I love you guys.
I love that.
You got me in love again.
Hello, lady.
Hello, lady.
You got me in love again.
Daddy loves you.
You got me in love again.
You guys ready for your day?
You got me in love again.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Oh, man, waking up to the most beautiful day. This is our third beautiful day in a row here in the Northeast.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Going to be like 77 today, maybe a cloud rolling through. And then tomorrow, 90% chance of rain. Wednesday, 90% chance of rain. A little rain expected Thursday and Friday, all the way through the weekend, the entire weekend, chances of rain. So go out and play today. I'm going to call out sick today. Oh, too late. Sorry. I guess I missed that.
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Let's start with Mother's Day yesterday. I was asking earlier, I'll ask again, did you have a nice Mother's Day?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It was lovely.
Yeah, we did too. We celebrated Alex's mom, Barbara, and our friend's mom, Renita. We celebrated her. We just had just the best day. Music playing, outside dancing, having cocktails, having great food. It was a great day. But I do have several friends who, and you know these, you may be one of these friends, who this is their first year without your mother for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine was saying that, she was in tears, tears of happiness, tears of sadness, because she misses her mom.
Of course.
And so Mother's Day rolls around and you're like, okay. And I was thinking about my mom, who I lost years ago. I would do anything to be able to be dancing with my mom, look down into her eyes and just say, hey, I love you. It reminds me of, you've been to the Rainbow Room, right?
Yeah.
At Rockefeller Center. One year, my mom and dad came to New York City, and we I rented a tux. Didn't own one. I rented a tux. My dad brought his tux, and we went to the Rainbow Room for dinner. The Rainbow Room is just this beautiful, opulent deco room with the orchestra. They had an orchestra playing, right, with strings and brass, and then they also have this big dance floor. It's on a turntable, so the dance floor slowly turns while you're dancing, overlooking Manhattan, because you're way up high in the skyscraper at Rockefeller Center. And I remember dancing with my mom, and she looked up. She said, "I'm so proud of you."
Aww.
She gave me a big hug, and we were dancing. And I don't know. I didn't really slow dance with my mom a lot. It's kind of weird, but it was probably one of my favorite moments when she looked into my eyes and said, "I'm so proud of you." Because we're dancing, and it felt like we're in heaven. You're so far up, right?
And the floor moves in the Rainbow Room, right?
In circles. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, that restaurant at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square, they have a restaurant that goes in circles.
I was just there. It rotates. It goes around in a circle.
Which chef just took that over? I mean, it's like a major chef just took that restaurant over.
No, but I sat down and I was meeting somebody. I'm like, I'll be at the bar, and then as I went on my phone, and 5 minutes later, I look up. I'm like, where the hell's the bar? Because you're rotating. So I'm like, just walk in a circle till you see me.
If you don't know that it's rotated, like you think you're drunk.
Yes.
Like, did I drink too much? Like, what's going on? Why is everything moving? I don't understand what's happening. It's like weird.
It's the Marriott Marquis. It's called The View Restaurant, right?
It's on the 48th floor, I want to say.
It's way up there.
It's way up there.
Yeah, you don't put your purse on the floor because you're going to wake up and it's going to be gone. Like, what? Anyway, so the View Restaurant, it's beautiful. The Marriott Marquis, it's been closed for years, but now it's there waiting for you. Oh, it's Danny Meyer's restaurant. Okay, lovely. Check that out. But anyway, so Mother's Day without your mom, I feel for you. But what a great time just to have a moment to yourself and think about your mom and all the great things she brought into your life.
I thought about that. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Gandhi.
Well, I thought about that yesterday because I walked out and there were people with flowers and balloons and everybody was going to brunch. And I thought for a second, man, I wish I was with my mom. And then I immediately thought of Scary and I thought of Josh and a couple of other friends. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to text them.
Thank you
and
for
see how they're
texting
doing.
me. That was very nice.
No, of course.
Let me go check and see if my text came in. I'm so excited to find that.
You know what's funny? I thought about texting you and I was like, he's going to write something back like, she's been gone for a decade. Shut up.
I would never say that. Actually, so Scary went to you went to the cemetery yesterday with your family.
My mom.
What did you? I bet a lot of people were there yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, but my mom is buried out at Holy Rood in Westbury, and I went with my dad and my sister and family, and I saw the most beautiful thing. I saw two women with beach chairs hanging out, having a picnic in front of the headstone of their mom.
Wow.
And they
How
were
awesome.
They had some music playing. They had like a smart speaker there, and I guess they had wine. They were drinking and hanging out, having sandwiches. I'm like, I didn't know you can do that, where you could just pull up and have a picnic there at the cemetery. I'm like, well, that's an awesome idea.
Aww.
So it was cool. It was great to see.
Not that long ago, my brothers and I went to the cemetery and we drank some whiskey with Dad.
That's awesome.
That's been years. I got to do that again. Yeah, Nate.
So my mom, thankfully, still with us. Wished her a great Mother's Day yesterday. Didn't get to spend it with her, but we were having the conversation. It's I know this is a little bit morbid, but you need to have it. She's like, well, where do you want us, right, when we're gone?
Oh my God.
And so,
where do you want us?
Right, you like cemetery or something like that, and she's doing the math, trying to figure it out. I'm like, Mom, can we not talk about this?
No, Mother's Day.
Well, not yesterday we had the conversation, but a couple of weeks ago, and it was just like, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah,
I know you don't, but they want you to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It's good to get these things decided so you decide it and you move on.
Yeah.
It really is. We brought this up on the show years ago, like making sure you have a will and you're prepared for that. But you know what? It's something you got to do. You got to like grow up a little, get it all done, so you don't have to think about it.
Right. Yeah.
Because God forbid something happens to your mom and dad or you, and no plans have been made. It turns turns that grieving moment into oh God, we got to get to work and figure this out moment.
Right.
You don't want
Yeah.
that.
No.
So just think that through. Now, another reason to celebrate. Right behind where I live, downtown Manhattan in Tribeca, the court system is down there. The family court, this court, that court. Every time you see a celebrity on trial, it's in my backyard. So it's kind of a circus down there. But also, there is one office down there in the courts, one block from the back of my apartment building, where people get married. It's the marriage court or whatever they
I
call it.
would watch that all day. Like, how cool.
Well, you can watch it. You can just sit there and stand, watch the line going in, and they come out married, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's a lot of rose peddlers down there selling roses, and people walk out and people throw rose petals at them as they walk out of the courthouse or whatever. It is cool. So one of our own, Tom Pullman, our fearless leader,
Chief of something.
the chief. He is the COS, the chief of something. He and his incredible partner Louise, they got married by my apartment the other day. I wasn't there to see it. Of course, they did it in secret, but they took pictures and posted. So they were you hear about it in screenplays or in movies, this and that, or in whatever. People go to the courthouse to get married. What a great idea. Have any of you guys ever witnessed something like that, or anyone you know has done it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
No, but and I'm never getting married, but if I did, that is how I would do it. Like, just the two of us, in and out, and that's it.
Well, they were dressed up. He was in a tux. She was in this beautiful gown, right?
They looked amazing.
They went down to the courthouse. They got married, and they looked so happy.
Yeah, it was, so the pictures are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only person they invited was a photographer, I guess. But I started thinking about our wedding, and you think about your wedding, if you've had one. All those complex decisions you had to make, all that money you had to dole out, all of that. Who sits where? How do you keep fighting relatives on the opposite ends of the room? And not at the courthouse, baby. You just roll in and roll out, and you're on your way to your honeymoon. I think it's the best idea ever. Something to consider.
Save a lot of money.
You definitely save a lot of money. That's for
absolutely. Like a ton.
But I wouldn't change mine. I felt my wedding day was perfect, and I wouldn't want to change it
was
for
lovely.
anything. Yeah.
And I'm not going to change mine either. Too late. The bill's already paid.
Exactly. Already done.
Jeez. But they look so happy in those photos, and I found out where they're staying. I'm gonna sneak them some champagne or something.
I thought you were gonna show up. I'm like, what? Hey.
Can we go to joining rooms for your honeymoon? How fun! We can jump on each other's beds and order room service and watch Home Alone. It'll be great.
That'd be amazing.
Anyway, so we just covered a lot. Shedding tears because you miss your mom on the first Mother's Day. She's not there, but reasons to celebrate getting married. Be it in a huge church service or just the two of you at the courthouse.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's get into the 3 things we need to know. Danielle is coming up in a few minutes. Gandhi, you're up. What's going on?
All right. Let's start with the measles, because measles cases are currently, they're showing no evidence of slowing. In fact, there are now more than 1,000 confirmed cases of measles in the U.S. since an outbreak started in Texas in January. It's only the second time there have been that many cases in 3 decades. Texas is still ground zero of that outbreak with more than 700 cases reported. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control. 3 people have died, including 2 children. This is a huge issue here. Efforts are now being made today to try and avoid a New Jersey Transit train strike on Friday that would halt all train service. It's like they just don't want us to go anywhere.
What?
We can't fly. Now we can't take a train. We're just stuck in New Jersey.
Just hide under your bed, Jersey people.
Walk everywhere. New Jersey transit officials and union leaders for the train engineers are expected in Washington, D.C. after the National Mediation Board called the sides together for a meeting today. The 2 sides cannot come to an agreement on wages, and train engineers are threatening to walk off the job Friday. That would send hundreds of thousands of train passengers scrambling for other commute options. And finally, Pope Leo XIV issued a call for world peace as he delivered his first Sunday blessing, making note of conflicts raging around the globe, including Ukraine and Gaza. Speaking from the balcony of St. Peter's Square, the first American Pope also wished women worldwide, including those in heaven, a happy Mother's Day. Earlier, Pope Leo celebrated a private mass near the tomb of St. Peter. And those are your 3 things.
Thank you, Gandhi.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
Never forget. Join the Tunnel to Towers Foundation on its mission to do good in honor of America's heroes. Donate $11 a month at t2t.org. That's T2T.org. Here we go.
Make some noise!
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
Poor Danielle had a fight with a soap dispenser.
Oh my God.
Who won?
And it's all she's talked about nothing else all morning long. I mean, you felt like you were under attack from it. Well, first of all, where were you? What bathroom
It
were
was
you
the
in?
airport bathroom, and
Was it Newark? Nothing works at Newark Airport, including the soap dispensers.
the thing is, I put my hands like under the dispenser, to get the soap and whatever. And then for some reason, it got like a little bit on the counter. Like you take your hands away too quickly. So I didn't want to leave it for the next person. I wanted to be nice and wipe it. But when I went to wipe it, the sensor went off again and more soap came out. So every time I tried to wipe it clean, more soap was coming out. And I was like, this is ridiculous. It took me forever to get out of the damn bathroom because I was trying to do the right thing.
I could see you like get with a towel like quickly shoo and getting your hand out of the way, but hopefully it wouldn't. But it still tripped it. It still just kept shooting more soap.
Every time. And I'm thinking there's got to be a different way to put the sensor in a different spot. But half the time I feel like the sensor doesn't work when I need it to. Of course,
Never.
when I don't need it to, it works great. So there was such a mess on the counter. I cleaned most of it up. I had to leave a little bit of it because I couldn't do it anymore.
Sometimes when I go, to get the spooge of soap, sorry, you know how a vampire can't see his reflection in the mirror?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, am I here? Because the sensor doesn't recognize me being here.
Right.
It doesn't give me any soap at all. Then someone else will go, well, here, just do this. And they put their hand under my sensor, and it works. I'm like, is it me?
Yep.
Are you too pale?
I don't know what it is. I'm translucent, maybe. But, and I'm glad you brought this up, Danielle. Was it here? Someone was in the men's room, and he was cleaning up the counter space around the sink. And someone said, why are you doing that? He said, because I always like to leave things better than I found them.
Oh, that's nice. That's very sweet.
But, of course, unless you're Danielle, you're a failure because it keeps squirting soap all over the place.
I tried to be the nice person. It didn't work. It's all right.
Speaking of Newark Airport, New Jersey, and I agree with Gandhi. We were talking about this earlier. New Jersey is in the news for a list of things right now.
Yeah.
And she covered some of them in the news.
Oh, yeah.
Like Newark Airport is broken.
Yep. The Newark transit workers are about to strike.
Right.
And good news, New Jersey has come in number 1 as far as getting an education in the country.
That's good.
New Jersey's great there. Our story that we talked about last Monday with the guy calling out his fiance is now all over the internet.
Yep.
New Jersey is in the center of everything.
That was everywhere. The video of the guy proclaiming at his quote-unquote surprise birthday party how his wife cheated on him. And it was... That's everywhere. When we first talked about that, we talked about it. We didn't play the sound bite.
Right.
People are like, that's fake.
Yeah.
That's not real.
No.
Well, no, very real.
No, it was real.
Yeah.
It's all everyone's talking about here in New Jersey and around the country now.
And then yesterday I got asked, but I don't understand. Like, he stayed at the party and he's dancing later on. I said, yeah, they paid for the party, so they made it into a divorce party and they just kept on partying.
Why not?
And that's what they
Why
did.
not?
Yeah.
Also, the mayor of Newark was arrested.
Yep.
Another New Jersey story. Just a busy, busy week in the state of New Jersey.
It's all
the
going
Garden
down
State.
in Jersey.
It's all going down in New Jersey. All right. So, what do we want to do here, Danielle? Let's do Danielle.
All right.
By the way, we were talking earlier about the body count, like how many people you've had sex with.
Yeah.
So Alex likes to listen to the show while he's still in bed, sleeping. He had it on. I said, "Hey, good morning, sunshine. What time is it?" I don't know. You listening to the show? Yeah. Did you hear me call you a big skanky hoe on the show? What? I said, I got to go.
Just dropped it and ran out of the room?
Well,
Yeah, so just dropped it right there. Left it right there.
There's a lot of people in this building listening because when I just went to the bathroom, I got asked 2 times how many is my number. And I said, no. And I walked away.
On your way to the bathroom?
Oh, yes. I bumped into
Wow.
several people
We
in the
can
hallway on the way.
It's weird talking about having sex with all these people. You walk in the bathroom and the soap dispenser starts shooting at you. It's full circle.
Yeah.
All right, Danielle, what do you got going on
All
this
right, so over the weekend, Marvel stayed on top of the box office. Thunderbolts winning the North American box office for the second weekend, bringing in another $33.1 million. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if you saw Paris Hilton, but she surprised a fan in Texas with a brand new car. So this girl posted a TikTok earlier this month and tagged Paris to show her that her car went on fire and basically was gone. The only thing that survived was her Paris Hilton cup. Somehow the cup did not melt. And she basically was like, I need help. Could you help me out? Buy me a new car? And Paris did it. Paris went, delivered the car herself. Brought with her 2 kids. It was so cute. Brought the car, delivered it personally, and it was really a sweet moment. So
Thank you, Paris.
Yeah, so that was very nice. I don't know any of these video games in the World Video Game Hall of Fame, but the class of 2025 got announced. You guys in the room, obviously Tamagotchi, I know that. We all know what that was. That came in number 4th. GoldenEye 007. Did you guys play that? Okay, did you play Quake?
Didn't play.
No.
And what about Defender?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so those are in the Video Game Hall of Fame, for all of you who know what it is. So Pope Leo, there's a lot of information coming out about him if you missed it over the weekend. His brother's been doing some talking. He plays Wordle. He also plays Words with Friends. And his brother said that he's from the south side of Chicago, so he is a White Sox fan, not a Cubs fan. A lot of people thought it was Cubs, but it's not.
The Cubs claimed him immediately.
They did, exactly.
Scandal.
Guess we had to backtrack a little bit there. And also, I don't know if you saw the movie Conclave, but the Pope has seen the movie Conclave, and his brother had said to him, are you ready for this? Did you watch the movie? Do you know how you're supposed to behave? And so he said he had just finished watching the movie. And if you're wondering if he thought he was going to be Pope, yeah, no, nobody in his family did. They were all so shocked. None of them could believe that it was happening. And if you were at my church this weekend, it was hysterical because the first thing our priest said was, can you believe we got an American? And
Wow, I'm so
everybody started
excited.
cheering. Yeah, so it was pretty
everyone.
cool.
They're all so excited
Yeah,
about
it was
this guy.
very, very cool.
Is it like draft day? Do they sit around waiting for the call?
They
or
might.
they just go about their business like, oh, whatever?
I don't know. I'd have to ask them. Maybe they have a big watch party. I don't know. ABC was announcing the renewal of a bunch of its shows. They are bringing back, let's see, American Idol and America's Funniest Home Videos, Celebrity Jeopardy, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, Shark Tank. So we kind of knew that those were all going to be back. Those are shows that have always been there. But if you go over to NBC, you'll find out a bunch of stuff that's been canceled. Now, we all were excited when Suits LA was coming out because Suits had made a comeback. People were watching it again, but that's going bye-bye. Nobody watched it, so we're saying goodbye to that. Night Court is gone. Lopez versus Lopez, The Irrational. They're canceling all of those shows. And if you're a Benson Boone fan, I hope you got your tickets on those. I hope you got your hands on those tickets because they sold out in 9 seconds. They put them up and they're gone. And he could not believe it. He was so excited. It's not confirmed if he's going to add additional dates at this time, but he might. And I'm sure these tickets are going to be selling for crazy amounts all over the place. So hopefully if you want to go, you got your hands on them. American Idol is on tonight. It's Disney Night number 2. The Voice is on as well. And the first season finale of America's Most Wanted Missing Persons. And that is my Danielle report.
Lovely, Danielle. Standing ovation.
Oh, thank you so much.
Look at that. Look at that right there.
Yes,
I stand for Danielle. I stand for Danielle.
You're all too kind, too kind.
That's it. My God.
Sit down.
Jeez.
It's not off already.
Sit down. This is awesome. What a report. You are a renegade, man.
I tell you, that is just great.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh. This is incredible.
Thank you.
We stand for Danielle. Absolutely. Oh, God, you hit it out of the park.
Whatever.
Why are you guys out of breath? You stood.
I remember when we used
too, Gandhi.
Oh, I'm
used to
sorry.
do the show standing. We all used to stand up doing the show. Now everyone sits.
Thanks, Scary.
All right.
We're standing over there.
I hate you all so much.
I hate us too. Let's see. Oh, let's get Garrett over here. Oh, by the way, Did they forget to get you something for Mother's Day? I think I have a solution coming up after we do sound with Garrett.
that's
You're
the
going to love
worst.
it. You're going to love it. All right, Garrett, you're up.
All
What's
right,
going on?
let's see if I can follow Danielle's report. Let's start with this clip from Fox News. So an analyst actually fainted while she was on air, and the host didn't know what to do, and he wanted to continue the segment.
It's not about ideology, or it's not about.
Oh my goodness. We're just going to get some help here for Cameron. Let me come back to Lydia while we get some help for Cameron here.
And she's like splayed across the desk next to him, and he's like,
"Oh my god!"
And he goes, "Let's go to commercial break." After that. All right. Machine Gun Kelly, he is entering back into the freestyle world, and he decided to drop this freestyle over the weekend over the bed of NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye.
Don't ask me no questions, like what genre this album is. I'm Gordon Ramsay chefing in this kitchen, no suggestions. What's my mood? Look at mood boards, I'm a lot of artist reference. Got a lot of sons out here, I should have used a contraceptive. I'm like Usher, I got some confessions. Don't ask where your mama was at back in 2011.
All right. We all know what Tony Soprano sounds like, right? Like this.
Your mother doesn't want it.
Listen to Mr. Mob Boss.
What did you call me?
So this dad is going viral, an Italian dad teaching his son how he gets 2 iced coffees from one. He buys 1 normal coffee with no ice, 2 cups of ice, and pours it in, and he gets 2 iced coffees. But he's teaching his son, and he sounds like Tony Soprano.
What are you doing?
Papa, I'm buying your mother coffee. But look, I wanted one too.
Dad, give me ice cream.
I take the ice. Don't worry about it. Look, but I want to teach you something, Papa. So what you do is this. You order coffee, no ice, right? You order coffee, no ice, right? I went to $5. So every time you go to $5, you know what happens, right? You pay $5, $6. This cost me $6. Look at this, Papa. Look at this.
All right.
There's one.
Hey, Papa.
Yeah, that guy's going viral based off of his voice alone.
I love him.
You got 2 coffees and
hey,
all
you're
right.
doing.
And then finally, we all know the movie Taken with Liam Neeson. Well, from the account There I Ruined It on Instagram, decided what would Taken sound like if it turned into a musical.
I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want. If you let my daughter go, that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you and I will kill you.
It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
That is nice.
Can't wait for it to hit Broadway.
And there you go. Good American Garrett. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, speaking of news from New Jersey, in Tenafly, New Jersey, a lot of people gathering around watching the live stream of the last living hostage being released from Hamas, Eden Alexander. Should be walking any minute now. Wow. Another big story in the state of New Jersey. Look at that. People in Tenafly are all excited. It's a great story to follow. All right, so they forgot you on Mother's Day. Didn't get you a card or anything. You want to fix that?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Come on, what can we do for him? What can we do for him, Nate?
Well, why don't we talk about that next?
I thought you wanted to solicit. So you told
yes,
me
you could. You could. Why don't you call if you got forgotten?
Yeah, if you were forgotten,
if your kid's
call us now. Yeah, I'm going to hear your story. You didn't get Mom a gift. I thought you were supposed to get it. I thought you were supposed to get it. Well, she ended up with nothing.
Oh,
let's fix that. Call me now. 800-242-0100.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Lizzo!
I love how this is not an interview. I know.
We're just
stream of consciousness.
Okay.
All the people
Lizzo.
who are in their cars listening to the radio, I'm so sorry.
No. The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Yeah, Mother's Day. What a great day. I hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day. We had the best. As a matter of fact, Alex's mom, Barbara, love her. She was just in heaven yesterday, and we all just had a great time. They were dancing and singing and drinking and eating, and it was just a great day.
I love it.
A happy, happy day. This text right here. Well, I don't know what to get my mom. so I don't get her anything. And here's another parent here. My kid's reason is I don't know what to get you. If you want it, you can always buy it yourself. Okay, this is not what Mother's Day is.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, come on.
And it's not always about getting them something. It could be about just making them feel special. Write them a special card. Bring them some flowers. Take them out to eat.
Write her a letter about how awesome she is.
Yeah.
Ashley, let's go talk to Ashley on line 6. Let's see if we can turn this thing around. Good morning, Ashley. How was your Mother's Day yesterday? Be honest. What happened or what didn't happen?
Well, good morning.
Morning.
Well, good morning.
I was totally forgotten about on Mother's Day by both my husband and my son.
How old's your son?
My son is 7. So, he I suppose has a little bit of an excuse.
Yeah. But your husband should have... Your husband should have prompted your son to at least acknowledge Mother's Day and maybe bought a gift for you on his behalf.
And wait a minute, in school, Ashley, they didn't make anything in school, Ashley? Usually at that age, they make stuff.
And that made me really sad. This is the first year that he hasn't made like a homemade gift. And I love the homemade gift, But, if I be completely honest, I don't think my husband even knows that Mother's Day was yesterday.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. So you're the day after Mother's Day, and it still hasn't been acknowledged? I mean, were you just waiting all day for something to happen, and it just never happened?
Yeah, pretty much, yep.
Oh, God. That's the worst. Oh, God. Oh, that's not nice. Yeah, Gandhi.
So does that mean he forgot his mother also, or is she still with us?
Oh, well, no, his mother has passed.
Okay.
Right.
But
okay.
No, I went and bought a basket and put it on her grave and.
That's so generous of you to do that. At least you were thinking. I mean, does your husband, does he always forget things like this, or is this just a one-off thing? Or what's the deal?
He's not always the most thoughtful with the gifts and whatnot, but usually I at least get told, Happy Mother's Day. But they all ignored me and
what?
Yeah,
Ashley.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Are
Gandhi.
you going to just move on and let this go, or are you like saving it for a rainy day to spring on him and be like, remember that time, 2025? Like, how's this working?
Well, I am probably going to let him know today, that he forgot, and I don't even care that I didn't get a gift. It's just that nobody told me Happy Mother's Day, and it was sad.
Well, Happy Mother's Day.
I mean, Ashley, you should sign up for Ashley Madison. Maybe.
Oh yeah, you'll show him.
No, don't do that. I tell you what, Ashley, do you like to rattle the pots and pans in the kitchen? Do you love cooking?
Yeah.
Good. Our friends at Caraway. I don't know if you've heard of Caraway. Caraway is the kitchen essential. I know my kitchen is filled with it. Pots, pans, storage systems, everything. We're going to give you the Caraway starter kit. This is beautiful. I mean, you guys have Caraway stuff, right?
Yeah, we love it.
Oh, it's my favorite. It makes my kitchen look so nice.
Yep.
It's colorful and fantastic. We're going to send you this incredible starter kit, some colorful pots and pans for your kitchen. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. This is the gift they should have given you.
Yeah.
Damn them.
Thank you so much. That is so awesome.
You're going to love it. Wow. And they when we order for you, we make sure you give us your favorite color, because they have like bright yellows or I have blues and yellows. I have all green. The colors. I've green too. I mix them all up.
Oh,
That's why I have everything. I have like 5 of every pan because I have a rainbow of colors.
I have black and gold like Scarface.
Oh, that is so chic. I love them. Yeah. You can use these pots and pans to cook, but don't cook for your family. Screw them.
Yeah, and don't hit your husband over the head with any of them.
Yeah,
they're very heavy. Let me just tell you.
You can beat him in the crotch with one of these, but not the head.
They're good for wielding.
Ashley, thank you so much for listening, and we're going to get these to you ASAP. And Andrew's going to take all your information. We'll take care of you. Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. I hope you have a conversation today. Hold on one second, okay?
Yeah, good luck.
And there you go. So I'm looking, I'm addicted to everything Caraway. I got an email from them today. Back in stock and selling fast, the Caraway food storage set. Whoa!
Yes!
You can actually save $80. I love that. All right, here's what I want you to do. If you go to carawayhome.com, you'll see what we're talking about. CarawayHome.com. And very fitting for today, if you check out with the word deadbeat, you get 10% off everything. Everything.
For real?
It's for real. 10% off everything at CarawayHome.com. Use the promo code deadbeat.
Okay.
I love it. So many red flags.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm going to give it to you one more time. Take advantage of it. I think it's today only, if I'm not mistaken. If not, maybe they'll forget and leave it up there forever. It's CarawayHome.com. 10% off everything if you check out with the word deadbeat.
Come again.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Tune in every morning.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
We got to play this new Paul Russell song. We played it, I think, Friday.
That was a good one.
Paul Russell with Saweetie, and it's called That Girl. I got to play it. It's only like 2 minutes long. It's a very short song.
Play the old Paul Russell too.
Are we going to do a Paul Russell 2 in a row?
Yeah, 2 for Monday.
Anyway, so maybe we'll see what we do when we get there. Also, around the room, I got to see what's on your minds today. Jeez, I'm going to start with Froggy. Froggy, you look so delicious today. I could eat you up.
Thank you, Elvis. That's so nice of you.
Look at you. Look at you. All right, what's on your mind today?
So yesterday was not just Mother's Day for me. It was also my dad's birthday. And so Caden and my son and my dad and I, we went to Bass Pro Shops. And we were Caden's decided he wants to fish in our backyard. So we talked to this guy at Bass Pro, and he knew every single thing there was to know about fishing. He asked us the question, he gave us answers, told us exactly what to do, went home, within 5 casts, Kate had a fish on the line. I'm telling you, it is so great to go somewhere, talk to somebody, and they know exactly what you need. They tell you, they show you, they do everything. It was great. This guy at Bass Pro, he was the Bass Pro. It's called Bass.
And it was a human, not a robot. I love this.
Look at that.
It was a real human. We had nice conversations with him, and he was a really, really good dude. It was great.
I love a knowledgeable angler.
Yeah.
You know what? And Bass Pro, by the way, there's one out by my house.
Yep.
Somewhere on the highway. I don't know. It's like a super city. They got everything in there. If you've never been, go.
Look at the size of that fish he caught.
Oh my God!
That was in your back. Wait, that was in your backyard?
Yeah, it's in the pond in the backyard. Yeah. Yep.
That's so
Look at
cool.
that.
He was so
you should
happy.
You should have seen the one that got away.
The one that got away was even bigger.
All right. That's a great around the room. Danielle, what's on your mind today?
So my son has turned into Gandhi, my oldest, Spencer. He tried to save a raccoon the other day. So this tiny baby raccoon was like underneath a car and shaking. And he saw it and he was just like, oh my gosh, Mom, we have to do something. So this is before he went back to the UK. So he gets over there and he puts food down and the raccoon came out, started sniffing the food, started nibbling, was eating, right? And then the raccoon got scared, ran up a tree, and then you could tell didn't know what the heck to do. Like, what do I do now? Finally came back down. There he is with my husband with a blanket waiting for this raccoon to fall off the tree so they could catch it in the blanket.
Yeah.
And then put it back down. So eventually raccoon came out on its own, and I think the mom finally came back for it. But he was not leaving until this raccoon was taken care of and that he knew that raccoon was going to be okay. So
I love him.
Spencer has
It
a
is
heart.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
That is a Gandhi thing.
It is totally.
And a producer Sam thing.
Yes, totally. So I was like, it's
taking
so
that
cute.
little thing home.
So,
You can have a raccoon
no,
in
you
New
cannot.
Jersey.
No,
I think you
we
can.
don't take him home. We do not. Okay.
I know, but
Anyway.
this says a lot about your son.
Yeah,
it really
so
does.
sweet.
It speaks volumes about your son.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to producer Sam. Producer Sam, who, by the way, has taken maybe at least a dozen little birds to the hospital in the past couple of years.
Yeah, sometimes I think they wait to see me coming, and then they're like, quick, self-harm. Yeah.
Pretend to limp. All right, what's on your mind today?
I want to wish congratulations and a screw you to my husband, William, simultaneously, because we went out drinking on Friday, and while he was drinking, he saw that there was a city challenge race the next morning. He said, hey, let me sign up for that 5K obstacle course for fun. That son of a bitch placed 4th, hungover and without training. running. He placed 4th overall with hundreds of people there.
Wow. Just an impromptu run?
He is my favorite and least favorite kind of person. Nate, I know your brother is the same way. And these freaks of nature just piss me off and fill me with joy. I don't know what it is.
God love him.
Oh, God. It's disgusting.
I think it's kind of cool.
Hate him.
How was your Mother's Day?
It was everything I expected it to be. It actually started fantastically thanks to William. He love bombed me like crazy. Had a great day with the fam, and then it got darker at night. And I think I'm still experiencing the emotional hangover from that.
Okay.
It's just as is expected, a little bit of everything.
All right. Well, we love you.
I love you.
Love you, Samantha.
Thank you.
As you described Spencer as being a little like Gandhi.
Yeah.
I think Gandhi is like the Spencer of the morning show. What does she have going on with her that reminds you of your son? I wonder.
Well, my around the room is about soccer, so maybe that's what it is.
Well, there you go. Hey, it's all making sense full circle. All right, Gandhi, what's on your mind today?
All right, so there's a series on Netflix called Untold, and I love it. It's behind the scenes on all kinds of different things when it comes to sports. They have something about, the Trashers from New Jersey, that hockey team. They have all kinds of stuff. But I actually got to catch up with the episode on Hope Solo, and it was fascinating. I know she's quite a controversial figure, and you'll see in this why and a lot of things that led up to it, and then kind of get to make your own decision on your thoughts about Hope Solo. So if you have a minute, go watch that episode. I found it fascinating. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. I also think it could have been longer, and they could have gotten into some more detail about things, but overall, it was really good.
Nice.
Excellent. Added to the list of shows we need to watch. Scary, what's up with you today?
So a close friend of mine is in a quandary. He's in between jobs right now, and he's always been a high-level executive. He's always had those types of jobs, those big suit jobs. Mm-hmm. Well, a major porn company approached him with a boatload of money and said, "Hey, do you want the job?" And now he's like,
Wait, hold on. To do what?
To be like a high-ranking, like a CEO, CMO type.
Wow.
Of a porn company.
Oh, I'm thinking like a fluffer.
Yeah.
No. Still a behind-the-scenes guy. But the problem is he's afraid it's going to taint his resume. And he doesn't want... He's like, I don't know if I should do this. I may be ruined forever. This could be my last job ever because who's ever going to look at me and see this, my paper trail that I took this job?
That's not what they'll look at, though. They'll look at where the company was when he got there and where it was when he left. I mean, that's his track record. It may be, speaking of taint, it's films about taints. I don't know.
So he doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. He says it's a very, it's a jackpot if he takes it. He goes,
exactly.
Yeah, because
look, there's the Playboy Corporation was such a huge money-making corporation back in the day. To be able to be the CEO of Playboy and take it from worst to first, and that's good. Doesn't matter what kind of sleazy stuff's going on.
Yeah, this one's not as classy as Playboy.
Playboy had class. You tell Tall Darren we're thinking about him. All right.
Wait, what?
Or is it Jet Ski Johnny? Who's going for that job?
No,
I don't know.
Let's move on.
Okay, all right.
Is it the Indian guy? Indian Mark?
Indian Matt? No, it's not Indian Matt.
Is it Backdoor Billy?
Oh my God.
Oh no, I think Gandhi's right. Is it Tandoor Tommy?
Yeah. Tech, it has to be the Indian guy.
Okay, the Indian guy. Straight Nate, what's up with you?
Okay, I went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art yesterday, otherwise known as
what
the
a
Met.
great museum.
Love the Met. I love learning, and I learned something yesterday. So I was looking at one of these paintings, and it had a fir tree, those tall pine trees. Mm-hmm. And did you know that is the reason they started to build those big spires in Gothic cathedrals 500, 600, 700 years ago? Is because there was a religious element to the fir tree. So they tried to emulate that in the cathedral. So that's why when you go to Europe and you see these tall, big, thin spires, it's actually a fir tree. And that's also the reason why we have Christmas trees
Absolutely.
at Christmas.
I love it.
How about that?
I love Nate's Did You Know moment. Did you know?
I love blowing your minds.
You love blowing what?
You heard me.
My mind. There you go. That was a beautiful around the room. Did we get everyone in?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Okay.
Now time for some Paul Russell.
Yeah, Paul Russell and Sweetie. This is That Girl. Love this song. I love that. It's a fader. Oh my God, a fader. That's like an old school thing. Yeah. They fade the song out. It's like, it's like a marching band marching by during a parade, and then as they go past you, they just fade away.
Yeah.
That's as best as I can describe it. Anyway, that was Paul Russell and Sweetie and That Girl. All right, here we go. Week number 2 of Sean Diddy Combs' explosive sex trafficking trial today in my backyard in downtown Manhattan. Our buddy Rob Shooter was reporting today about what to expect this week. They're continuing with jury selection, and once they're done with that, once the panel is on, opening statements begin, and then here we go.
They were saying opening statements could begin as early as today, and that they didn't tell a lot of the jurors that they were going to be on the jury over the weekend because they were nervous that they were going to get cold feet and not show up to court today.
His people are saying he's no trafficker. He's just a consensual adult in an alternative lifestyle.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay. The prosecution, however, is expected to come out swinging, as Rob Shooter says, laying the groundwork for a racketeering and sex trafficking case that reportedly spans years, multiple alleged victims, and complex web of enablers.
I just don't understand how everybody has seen that damn video at this point with Cassie. How can you defend this guy with anything? Right. I just don't get it.
Ick.
That's correct.
I am excited about one part of this trial, though.
What's that?
That is the courtroom sketch. Because we saw the first one that came out, and that looked crazy as hell. It was like a comic book character from the 80s.
Those artists, do they do that on purpose?
I don't know.
If they want to paint Diddy to be like this maniacal guy, they give him the big eyebrows that goes like upside down V's on his head.
Looked like a villain. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Let's get into the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. Let's roll. What's going on?
Okay, more than 24 U.S. cities are slowly sinking due to groundwater extraction. That's the finding of a new Virginia Tech study published in the journal Nature Cities. The study finds that Houston is America's fastest sinking city, with some areas dropping about 20 millimeters a year. Dallas, Seattle, Chicago, Denver, and New York City are among other cities sinking between 2 and 10 millimeters a year. Researchers say each city could experience severe and possibly catastrophic infrastructure damage due to this sinking. Terrifying.
Wow.
The jockey who rode Sovereignty to a win at the 151st Kentucky Derby is being suspended. I don't know if you guys have seen this story. Junior Alvarado was suspended for 2 days and fined $62,000 by the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Authority over the weekend. Authorities say that he struck the horse too many times during the May 3rd race. He hit Sovereignty 10 times, which is more than the 6-time maximum. It could have resulted in disqualification, according to the authority. Alvarado must serve the 2-day suspension between May 29th and 30th. And finally, we mentioned this earlier, but a new AI tool developed in Massachusetts can tell you how old you look biologically. It's called Face Age, and it analyzes your face using a headshot to estimate your biological age and risk of cancer. Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Well, the risk of cancer thing I'm in, but just the fact that my face is like melting and dripping down my body, I'm not happy about. Back to you.
Okay. Well, researchers say they've discovered that most cancer patients look about 5 years older than their healthy peers. Face Age promises the same results as genetic DNA tests using only a selfie. The researchers say our face tells us a lot, noting that we age at different rates based on factors like genes, stress, whether we exercise, smoke, or drink. And those are your 3 things.
The Brooklyn Boys Podcast.
I want to read this next one because he gave us 2 stars out of 5.
How's your corned beef?
That's where I go.
Take another bite. Okay, well, what is his review of our podcast?
Abe77.
Yeah.
Abe says, stop eating during the podcast, dummies.
Listen to the Brooklyn Boys Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Look at that. We bagged a Monday. Done. Out of here. Tomorrow, we bag a Tuesday. Until then, what are we watching, Danielle?
Idol, it's Disney Night number 2. Also, The Voice gives you the live semifinal performances, and it's the first season finale of America's Most Wanted, Missing Persons.
See you tomorrow. Till then, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.